Hi everyone, so in today's video I'll teach you how to make vanilla cake. So in a bowl you sieve in 250 grams of flour. Now while using your scale, make sure you press the tire button to return to zero so as to start measuring. Now after sieving your 250 grams of flour, you add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and then you scoop out 1 tablespoon of flour and replace with 1 tablespoon of corn flour. This method makes the flour a cake flour. That's if you don't have a cake flour. This method will make your cake moist and very soft after baking. So guys, the next thing we are going to do, you add everything all together. Then in a bowl, you measure in 250 grams of butter. Make sure you also press the tire button. Do not forget that, so as to have a correct measurement. Now in another bowl, you measure in 250 grams of egg. Make sure you press the tire button as well. Now guys, make sure that the egg is not lower than 250, but it can be a bit higher. Now you measure in 150 grams of sugar. Now make sure it's not above or below it. Now add your sugar inside your butter. Use a hand mixer and mix everything together. Guys, you have to mix this thing to a very soft and pale. Now the color has to turn to very milky white. That's when you know that you have already done the right thing. Now you use your spatula to scrape the side of your batter and continue mixing again. Now mix until pale white, then you scrape the side of your butter again. Now we are going to transfer our butter into a bigger bowl. Now you put in your butter and then you use a turning stick to turn everything all together. Now while turning this thing, make sure you turn just a little bit because we don't have to mix too much. Now even if you don't have a mixer or a hand mixer, then you can use this turning stick even from the beginning. Now we will start by adding our egg just a little by little. Now we are going to start with a wet ingredient and end with a dry ingredient. You add your egg just a little bit and mix for 30 seconds. You also add your flour and mix for 30 seconds. This time we are adding eggs again. You mix for 30 seconds. Add your flour. You also mix for 30 seconds. Now you have to do this continuously until you exhaust your both mixture, but know that the dry ingredient is going to come last. Have that in your mind. You start with egg and end it with a flour. Okay, combine everything properly. Now guys, if you're watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share with someone who loves cakes and pastries. Now you can see our batter is going smoothly. Now I think this is the final one. Make sure you scrape the sides with your spatula, okay, because the side might have a batter you have not combined properly. So it's very important you always scrape your side with a spatula. So at this time I'm going to introduce my flavor. I use cream vanilla flavor, milk zest and condensed milk. I also added butterscotch as well. Now you can use any vanilla of your choice. You can use any flavor of your choice. Okay, I just added these flavors, just a drop, because the flavors are very conk. They are very hard flavors, so you don't need much of it. So you grease your pan. This is how to grease your pan. You use your butter to scrape the sides with your brush. Now make sure your butter touches the edges. This is because you will not want your cake to stick to the bottom of your pan. So you need to take your time to grease your pan properly. Now I hope you can see that. Now you scoop your batter inside your pan. Now after doing that, you tap your pan on the table. This is to level the pan properly. Now I will use the remaining mixture to do a strawberry cake. Now I will introduce this flavor inside the remaining batter. This flavor will turn our cake into a strawberry cake. This is the easiest way of doing a strawberry cake. After doing that, I'll combine everything properly. I hope you can see that. Now this is our strawberry mixture and I'll add the batter into another cake pan and also tap on the table so as to level it and have a smooth finishing. This also make your cake not to be one side up, one side down. Heat up the oven for 10 minutes and bake your cake. Now this is the final. If you want to know if your cake is properly done, use a skewer to scoop inside your cake. When you bring it out and there is no mixture or any particles on the skewer, then you know that your cake is properly done. Hope you can see our soft, moist and fluffy strawberry. Guys, this is so sweet and beautiful. This is also our vanilla cake, very soft and moist, and it's also leveled at the cost of tapping our cake batter on the table. Can you see how leveled it is? If you want to decorate this cake, you will not have to trim too much of your cake. Okay guys, if you'll be making this vanilla cake, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.